Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fires to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It smothers. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Madness. Rushes on him. He's on the move. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Hey, it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Makes the grab. Bounced off his feet. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll move the tight end. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And now this offense will take the field again. Handoff to the single running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Manning to throw. Working that left side now. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that can play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Roanoke.
Pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Running the option. It's Mateer. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third down play from the gun. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's Arch to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. Goes high to pull it in. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it. It's Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got it right inside the pylon.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To throw, Manning. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Manning. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Smothers. There's some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Mateer. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on!
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Play action, here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, they make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to you.
Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. On to attempt the try.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. It's complete to the left.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They want to run this quarterback. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Texas offense. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. The run inside. It's Manning. He is stopped short in the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top. Comes up short. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Manning on play action. Bringing the heat. And they got it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. He's going to take off. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the...
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go play action with Manning. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Working on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get away.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Here's Manning to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Slips a tackle. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 7 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Cyclones, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the field.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Goes to the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a crease to the left. Shakes off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive drops.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. Now on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move, it's Smothers. Plows through the defense. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And, again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the 1st down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To throw, Manning. Escapes trouble. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Keeps it going. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. And trying to take a shot, defense was ready. Nice pass rush, ready to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pocket breaking down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Manning with a play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Texans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avant. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
That's caught. It's Avant. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Got it behind the line. It's Sategna. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. The RPO, it's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's at the touchdown Sooners. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Batir. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Manning. That's caught. It smothers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Gonna run it. It Smothers. Oh, what a move. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Play action, here's Manning. Under fire. Slides away. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple multiple guys up front, winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Manning from the gun on third down. He's got him. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through the tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Throwing Manning. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Rides to back and leaves it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Smothers. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Arch is going to throw for it. Pulls it in with one hand.
That is such an unbelievable play by the wide receiver. He did so many things great on that one. First, what about the catch? One-handed, somehow was able to keep his balance and then get upfield to go get more yards after the catch. You simply cannot do it any better, and that's why he's one of the biggest weapons this offense has.
Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Madness. Makes the grab. Fighting off the defender. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see, he gets the football, he can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
To the air, it's Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Simon. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Here's Manning to throw. On target. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much.